Welcome. This is Recidiva. I'm sharing a recording of a casual Skyrim playthrough using a mod list I built. My profound thanks to all the mod creators who have made this game a crowdsourced treasure. I hope you enjoy.
Well, my friend, it seems that did the trick. It hasn't exactly removed the spirit per se, but it certainly has appeased him. I found last night that the spirits of both Niles and Aurelia were wandering the halls of the museum, admiring the displays and taking in the splendor of the building Niles worked so hard on. They seem quite content. You may see them around from time to time in the late hours of the night, but I wouldn't expect any further problems.
Thank you for your help.
Not at all. Just doing the good work of Arcade so that the spirits of the deceased get the rest they deserve. And the rest of us can manage to get a good night's sleep as well. Take care.
Alright, so now we have this statue out front.
Ah, hello again. I trust no more ghosts have taken hold of the museum.
So as I had mentioned before, usually the museum would still be overrun for a little while, but it's immediately usable. I really like that. It's, a week's worth of the game is a long time. And then, it's a shame to have to
I'm glad that
find,
haunting problem was taken care of.
alternate solutions.
It'll be interesting to see the ghosts walking around at night. I wonder if we could talk to them.
So there are the ghosts wandering around at night, just little blue figures looking at the displays. And another thing, I don't know if they moved it, but yeah, there it is. The ghost helm
I'm allergic to fungal pods,
is an item you get from
so don't expect me to
completing
carry any of that stuff.
the quest. Yeah. Now if we go back to the Gallery of Natural Science, everything should be back in order. No more mayhem. Everybody's back. Theoretically, with a few more arrow holes. There we go. Okay, you're starting to see more butterflies in there. There we go. 3 butterflies now. More flowers. The Kilda in the back. Here's my water exhibit. Presented without commentary. Which is sarcasm because obviously that's commentary. Starting to fill in the gem displays.
Hello there, my friend. I have something for you. In our last procurement of supplies for the guards, one of the weapons actually ended up being rather impressive. I thought you might want to use it, but if not, there's a display ready for it.
This museum is very big.
Fascinating.
Alright, I have explored, dig finds. No fossils in storage. No archaeology. Okay, I'm just carrying this stuff around.
Say it more clearly, please.
I'm pretty sure I won't say her name this morning.
Okay, can make a few relics.
Don't remember what I was
Okay,
saying
it says
about
my archaeology
but
skill
that left me
has My archaeology skill has increased to 5. So there are perks to doing archaeology. It isn't just a mini game. If you want to set, I have to learn their new menus. See that it said spring decorations in the basement, otherwise my choices are Christmas and Halloween. I think I'm just gonna leave no decorations up. So, here are archaeology perks. I have 1 point. So this is nice. I can increase my carry capacity by 50. I don't need it, but it's helpful if you're doing survival. Also, there's an item called Dino's Bottomless Pack, I believe, that will give 200 more to your carry capacity, which is nice. Extra fragments and extra keystones, but I usually choose Benefactor first. Sales prices on your items is increased by 10%. Now, I don't know if that means just here or around the world. I never sell here, but, you know.
Butter is for a lubricant, don't you see?
Latoria sees only that it is getting harder to follow this conversation. Perhaps she will come back later.
One day I'll learn illusion magic.
Boy, I really came in on the end of that, didn't I?
She is Latoria.
Okay, I'm gonna gather the explorers. Yes.
One day I'll learn illusion magic. And they'll never catch
And
me.
they'll all be here for me to talk to. That is awesome. I have spent so much time chasing these guys around.
Latoria greets you.
Discover anything interesting?
Ah yes, Latoria did find something interesting. A rare book, in fact. Latoria used the press in the museum and made you a copy. Here you are. What can Latoria do for you, Guildmaster?
I have a job for you.
What do you want?
I'd like you to go out and excavate.
Of course, Guildmaster.
Okay, so that's how that all works. I'm going to tell these guys to all go ahead, and then I'm going to do my whole crafting, resting run. And you see Kemal's map is up on display. Things are going to start filling in slowly. I can speak to Urania.
Oh, be
But I
careful.
wouldn't mind if you
Sorry.
turned around and let me see
What do you
that
need?
beautiful smile of yours.
She
too
has-
sometimes, eh?
Just got a lot of new items in stock. Have a look.
You can buy fragments here from her also. The Explorers Guild heavy armor, body, feet, and hands can go on display, as can a fine leather backpack. So you can buy some backpacks here to put them up. As you see, she has fragments and keystones. You can buy them, but I usually don't. I just wait until I can get them. She has paintings, so I'm going to buy some because I have a ridiculous amount of money. Alright, I have gotten my alchemy to 100. I don't really need... Well, no. Yeah, that's good. The last point of alchemy is important. I won't really need it for speech, because that's about merchants having more gold, and I've already managed that with mods. But I am 100 speech now, so I filled in all the crafting. Speech I mostly bought. Alchemy, I did a lot of it by hand, but I'm aware of how much easier it is when you have crafting homes and auto loot, and usually in a vanilla game I would spend like the first week of my game life traveling around by carriage and going from to alchemist to in each city, doing the same thing for alchemy and smithing, buying the cheap components, selling it back for more. So it's possible to do it in vanilla. This is just accelerated a bit. It's just less tedious and more satisfying this way. But I probably have enough stuff to last several lifetimes. So I'm going to store the majority of my gear. I'm going to tell it to store ingredients here. I'm probably going to regret that in some ways because I'm going to be out in the middle of nowhere and I'm going to need some stuff. But I'm gonna tell it to start sorting all the stuff that I have, and if I need to, I'll come back and I'll make things. So this will clear out my inventory massively, and I'm going to empty out my handy store and retrieve bag. I'm just really not going to need this, rather because you really can just as you've seen, lag your game immensely. And, some of the processes just choke on the fact that I'm trying to plant, one garlic out of 400. So now, if I go over here to ingredients, all my ingredients will be there if I need them. I'm sure I will for quests, but if you look, that it's like 400 chickens' eggs and 300 frost miriam. That is a lot of load on your inventory. So the more that I ease that up, the faster my game will go. So yeah, I will be able to access my ingots and ore are here. My leather is here. And my inventory will have been cleared out significantly. I really miss there used to be a craft loot system. I'll show you. If you have an old game and an old version of this, there was an amazing program that I've tried to replace with the handicrafting called Craft Loot. It was a little clunky in the way that, like, all the stuff that populates here is clunky. Every time you accessed it, you pull everything out and put everything back in. So I can tell it to activate Craft Loot. If enabled, Craft Loot will automatically loot the relevant containers from the safe house when using a crafting station and return the items once you are done. By default, it only works for locations added by Legacy of the Dragonborn, but you can enable a global toggle. The activation prompt is a menu that appears before crafting begins to confirm that you want to use Craft Loot. So I'm going to activate it. I'm going to allow global use, but I believe in later versions, I'm also going to tell it to turn off the activation prompt. Don't ask me, just give me the stuff. But I believe now if I go to the crafting table, it's going to say that Craft Loot is disabled. Yeah, see, it says Craft Loot disabled by TCC. So in my version, even though I really hoped that they had re-enabled Craft Loot, it's not available on this version, and that's a real shame. I'm using the handicrafting instead, but it was really nice when it was all integrated. Sorting chest. Okay, what I believe happens here is it will pull items out of your inventory and put them in these storage containers. So two-handed warhammers, one-handed swords, light armor.
Who's a good
Here
dog?
is the sell pile.
It's you. It's you.
I don't
You're
use
a
it
good dog.
because, as he said, it takes him a couple of days to do it. I don't see the reason to roleplay wait for days. And here is the income box. So by roleplay, it makes you wait a bit. You put things in the sales box here, the sell pile, and in a few days, it will have given it time for the money to show up here. I don't do that. I sell to my merchant, and now I don't even really need to do that. So I'm going to start changing my settings for my mods and start putting things I do not use in direct sales boxes. And I haven't done this for handicrafting yet, so let me pull up the wrong menu 14 times. Handicrafting. Open handy sell chest. Items placed in the chest will be sold soon after closing the chest for 50% of value. Some player enchanted and tempered items will not sell for the correct price and should be sold personally at a vendor. The player does not receive any speech or any other skill experience for the use of the handy sell chest. The handy sell chest will only sell items when handicrafting is enabled. All sales are final. Okay, that's a little different than another mod that I had. Huh. Now I think I've taken it out of this game and I can't reinstall it. I'm not going to risk it, but it's called Pekka's Auto Sell. So say you have 15 iron daggers in your inventory. You pull up the sell chest, you put in 1 iron dagger, you close the chest, and it will sell all the daggers in your inventory. That is very helpful for repeat stuff, not having to run through it. So I'm going to reinstall that mod. I just can't do it right now. I don't know what its compatibility with handicrafting is, and I don't want to risk completely destroying my economy over that. So for now, I'm going to sell manually. I guess I'm not gonna use the sell chest. Although I can also show you another option in the auto loot. I can begin the smart harvest. I can tell it, so there are inventory excess rules. So I've already told it to loot everything with no limits, but with scrolls, I'm just not gonna need scrolls. I'm gonna leave it behind. I don't really need any more gems. And you see there's an option for leave behind, convert to septum. So you can, in fact, loot all of this stuff and get money from it instantly. But my concern is that using this option, I'm going to be selling off items that I need. So I would recommend getting the P.E.K.K.A.s. It's a really great mod. So I end up with, hundreds of items in there. You just open the box. Most of your stuff is sold. It takes you 5 seconds. It takes a little while to set it up because you have to put one of everything in there. But right now, I'm not going to change my settings. I'm not going to change my settings. It's going to take way too long. And I'm very used to knowing what I get and don't get this way. I'm not really going to change it. But I'm going to add P.E.K.K.A.s back into my load order. And I might even, if it's incompatible with handicrafting, I might just keep the P.E.K.K.A.s, because eventually, at the end of the game, my reality here is that at this point in my game, I'm gonna make more money than I don't need money anymore. I'm gonna need to buy a few homes. That might be it. But I'm going to have just from quest rewards as I level up, I'm gonna make more money than I need. So I'm gonna sell all this up and I'll be back. Oh, there is another option in that I can use. The only problem is it's limited to only about 20 items. But I can show you how, 200 items, I think. And that's a limit on, like a hard-coded limit. We can't really change. In the auto loot, you can blacklist locations, but I'm also going to show you how to blacklist items. So if you're using the auto looter and you have, let's see, I've got, an ancient Nord sword and it's worth like 35. It's, it's not worth keeping or looking at, or it's already displayed. So I can tell, and you'll watch in the upper right corner, it'll say blacklist, ancient Nord sword added. That means that I can assign that to about 200 things and it won't be picked up at all. And one of the easiest things to do is just like cheap stuff, the hunting bow, iron daggers, iron swords. So you could start with all the iron stuff. Long bows, just newbie gear. So iron and steel, just tell it to not pick up the unenchanted versions of this stuff. Do the same with like leather gear, common clothes, So the interesting thing is, here you'll see that there are 2 versions of common clothes in my inventory of 2 different colors. If I it's only going to recognize one of them in my blacklist. So there is some problem with getting everything. But for now, in this run through, I'm going to manually sell
There's a woman
things,
who's spiteful
and then I'm
and mean,
likely
the most
going
paranoid I've ever
to
seen.
go
She
through
may have a
and
past,
manually
but she's a
tell the
pain in the
game
ass.
after I've
She's a
explored
horse
my
stealer known
options
as
this
the
time
Fool.
around to don't pick that up as much as I can. I'm going to be going on mostly just general cash. It's going to prompt me for quest stuff, and it will always automatically pick up something enchanted, but I'm going to start leaving much more behind in the world. Okay, here is the treasury, and as I said, you can activate by hand King Orgnum's coffer. You can make a relic and put it into the museum itself. It says the coffer will overflow daily and continue to fill your treasury so long as it remains here. So this room will slowly fill up with treasure. I made a bunch of money. Let me add a bit more and then look around. So
Guess
the
what I'm
room
wearing,
fills
little
in.
dragon? That smile you gave me.
Hey, it's your home. Be comfortable, Kaidan. Okay, so we are pretty much done with the crafting grind. I don't need much more. I might, if I do find the acrobatics enchantment, put that on my gear. I might put a little more reflect on gear, but right now I just don't need much more. I was thinking of one instance. There are a few things that you need to put on display on your own. I just found a statue of
I
Dibella.
like Arya. He seems
Statue
to
of
keep an
Dibella
eye
in
on
my
things
inventory.
while we're out hunting for relics.
And so I'm going to go place that by hand. Okay, yeah, alright, good. I believe it's integrated, I'm not sure, but yeah, this is my little dollhouse of Breeze Home. And as I get houses, they will fill in these little islands here. These planters will remain flowers, but these little places will fill in with player homes. Hey! There's a painting! I saw one. It worked. Okay. So, I don't know how many thousands of paintings I'm going to need to get before it actually shows up in my living quarters, but okay. Yeah, it's over here. This is just sort of like a catch-all place for, stuff. Here's my replica of King Orgnum's coffer, and you're gonna have to place the gold statue of Dibella yourself. I don't know why, but that's a thing. If you had different expansions, there would be more doors off of this room. But it's just sort of it's a catch-all. Like the jade dragon that we picked up.
He thinks he has sheep to flock.
I rock courtyard sculpture. Alright, so they've added some
but really he has a tiny
more
wee
things.
cock.
And you can come in and check it out. Same way you can come up and check out your paintings, and as you collect homes, little dollhouses. I'm gonna see if I can go identify. I know I was in a room. We saw some more of these somewhere else. I want to see if I can identify them. Except I don't remember where they were. Were they upstairs in the Hall of Heroes?
I have some news for you.
God, man, you are going to give me a
I
heart
received
attack.
a letter from one of my colleagues at Skyrim University the
I
other
think
day.
this is fossils.
They mentioned that a Merethic paleontologist of theirs was planning on coming to do some excavating in the volcanic tundra around Eastmarch. If you find yourself out that way, you might want to consider tracking her down and see if the guild is of any interest to her.
Okay, that's near, as he said, East March. You can go, I know where she is, we can go up there and talk to her. I don't get that, I'm not that into the fossils.
Well now, that's something to think about.
Someone was leaving trash around.
Okay, yeah, these
Don't
are...
worry, I cleaned it up.
Now it occurred to me that... no. Yeah, see the staircase up to
Everyone seems to be in great spirits.
High Hrothgar looks like this, but the rest of the building doesn't.
Mind your step.
I don't know what these replicas are for. And then I thought maybe it might be Mages Guilds, but it clearly isn't. It doesn't look like Winterhold. Okay, I'm at a loss again. If
But bliss.
anybody
when
figures
I'm
it
in your
out, please
presence.
tell me. There are unlabeled. Apparently I already did something to put these here, but I don't know what this is. I'm a little embarrassed.
You don't see many people crafting with that these days. Impressive.
Now then, there's a beautiful sword, like a sliver of midnight. Good job.
Oh, yeah, there is Niles. Oh, no, it's Aurelia. There's Aurelia and Macnarian.
Some
She
fool
doesn't
is opening a
speak. You
museum
can't talk to
in
her,
Dawnstar.
but she
They say he's
wanders
paying
through at
people to
night.
collect artifacts
Yeah,
from that
whatever.
old mythic Dawn.
Kind of scary if I think about it.
And it looks like Niles is just here and has left his ectoplasm cloud. He's headed into the East Exhibit Halls. This here is for Winter Sun. As you do quests for the, Daedra,
I see.
the Daedric princes, you will get exhibits here.
You don't see many people crafting with that these days. Impressive.
Okay.
Good.
Before we were so rudely interrupted by life-haunted houses and the end of my crafting career, which does make me sad. It's weird. As you could see how I could avoid the main quest very easily if I just focus on speech and alchemy and crafting. And Legacy of the Dragonborn and Kaidan, it's like a 20-hour game and then I can start over, right? How long have we been doing this? Yeah, almost 30 hours. Okay. So, when we last left our protagonist, we needed to go back to the Maroons. Dagon. It's like the same color as the mountain, isn't it here? Or is it? There. Shrine of Maroons Dagon. Alright, let's go do this. So again, this is the abbreviated version. It tells you some of the stories, and but the extended version is much longer and much more angsty. And if you're interested in that, go do that. I'm not, so I won't. Okay, good. Kaidan's here. Blood and Fire, return to Deadlands Temple. Oh, right, it's down the hill. Sorry, I am the lost Dragonborn. Not that I'm lost to history, just that I'm generally lost in this world. Okay. I find this part of the quest, this part of the mod, to be kind of heavy-handed and you know, just like I kind of hear Buffy the Vampire Slayer in my head.
Holding its
You're
breath.
evil. I get it.
Your lips look cold. Should I warm them up a bit?
That would be nice.
All right then.
I believe the bug that happens here is the Deadlands Temple key got displayed. So I'm going to load a spare. Except I can't. Alright. Alright, there is apparently a conflict.
Aye, Changeling?
Changeling? What are you wearing? I'm not sure I'm going to ask him that right now.
Well, moving on.
Yeah, I've bugged on this quest a few times. I think it's a combination of the gallery and this. The talisman is no longer alright. Since I'm not a huge enthusiast of this part of the quest anyway, it's not a major loss. I'm gonna try to go back to the museum, find it, and come back here later. Yeesh. Sorry, scary music. You have locked me out of the scary. It's not a place where you could just clip through a door or anything. I suppose I could transport, you know, you could transport yourself in, you can do all sorts of stuff, but right now, I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna be relieved to go back to the main quest, right? Okay, Blood and Fire. Where is the main quest? It's finding... yeah, I've picked up a bunch of stuff since then, huh? Holy crap. Where's my main quest? Quartered Rat. Go find Esbern in Riften. Alright, we're gonna go do that. I haven't picked up the Thieves Guild stuff. I don't really plan to, at least for now. I don't want Kaidan to witness a lot of the bullshit that happens there. So for now, I'm just going to move forward So you can, I just did it recently, go through the rat way. I don't know why they don't call it a skeever way. Here comes my kitty. I don't see Miko and I don't... Okay, there they are.
You look like you could use a drink. What do you say to some cheap mead?
Gosh, cheap meat does not sound good.
Good dog.
This public notice is Creation Club Quest Starter, Soul Divided. Buff food, pie, garlic bread, mushroom stew, spiced wine, sneak, bow, not console, bow.
I don't know, Droff. They'd skin us alive if they
This
knew
is
we were
really
doing
weird to me.
this.
I never have
Why
figured
are you
out, are
always
these guys
acting
in
like such a
the
big
Thieves
baby?
Guild and are we killing them? Or...
For the Dragon of the North!
Yeah, I'm reaching the point of being able to stand on top of
something
people
near.
and they don't see me.
I'm ending this right now!
Oh, I don't know what I did in this life to deserve the punishment of that view when we're sneaking. But damn, I'm glad I did.
Ah, trap.
I'll get you.
You will?
Darling, we're about to have company of the hostile kind.
Yeah, can't be helped. Only way out is through. I mean, or we could go back, you know, we could go. Ah!
Everybody pushes me around. Well,
This can't be good. Sometimes, I wonder if we really need to sneak, or if this is a way of getting back at me for something I said.
You have some
Probably the
terrible,
second one,
terrible
but I can't
songs
complain about the
and
view.
limericks. Okay, there's, is it Scritch? His name's Scritch? Okay. His key, this is part of Pets of Skyrim, is up here. Yeah, that's the ghost. I could go in there, but I'm not gonna. I've been through here how many times and I still get lost. I think this is, yeah, Shadowfoot Sanctum. It's the Creation Club Thieves player home.
Alright, Kai. You've got this focus. You're being sneaky.
You know,
You are
I'm gonna try to
not
pickpocket.
sneaky.
See if I can get away with it.
Shit.
Pickpocket low life.
Too late.
Yay!
Be careful.
Nice view, though.
I did it.
That can't be good, can I?
Okay, I'm gonna read stuff later. I'm gonna keep track of. I mean, I'm just gonna assume I haven't read it. Okay, Skeever cage key. I can let Scritch out of his cage. I'm gonna get lost again on my way back. Excuse me. It is, in fact, a rat way. Okay, I did okay.
I learned a trick for drawing a bowstring that lets the arrow go further. Next time we camp, I'll hold you. Wait, shit. I mean, help. I'll help you adjust your arm so you, see what I mean? Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, Scritch. Wait for me at home. Oh my god, look at the face. Look at the face! Wait for me at home, Golden Hills Plantation. I think they mostly,
Your
when you
lips look
ask them to
cool,
wait for
should
you at
I
home, they all go into the
warm them up a
bedroom.
bit?
And you have to slowly escort them all out, or the room will just, you know, it's unusable, and you will crash. Because you are covered in fur. Now I'm gonna buy the Shadowfoot Sanctum, and I'll probably visit, but I might just pop in and go out. I need to be really careful in there with my auto looter, or it will pull things out of the walls that I shouldn't have.
Stay out of trouble, or there's gonna be trouble.
Yeah.
You'd better have coin to pay for your drink. Got a lot of nerve coming down here. People tend to get hurt.
Yeah,
in the rat way.
I heard them. I'm looking for an old guy. Hanging out somewhere in Riften?
Huh. Lot of old guys around. I don't really know how I can help.
Oh, really?
I need to talk to him. I'm a friend. His life is in danger.
Maybe I'm just getting soft in my old age. But I actually believe you. He's holed up in the Ratway Warrens. Hardly ever leaves the place. Has someone bring him food and such. Crazy old coot from what I've heard. For that to stand out down here, he must really be off his nut.
Good dog.
That old guy hiding down out here, where does he live?
He's holed up in the Ratway Warrens. Be careful. You're not the only one looking for him.
I'm looking to make a home here in the Ratways.
Splendid. There's a house available right now.
I'll take it. 7,500
Wonderful.
gold.
Here is the key to your new home.
Okay.
All right then.
Last person who made trouble for Bethel.
Even when I'm in the Thieves Guild, as you know, and have noticed, I'm an above ground, like flowers kind of person. It's really, it is a nicely made home. I'm not dissing the home. It's just, it's too dark for me. Okay, gonna turn the auto looter off and give a quick tour of the place. It's not really easy or convenient in getting in and out. Obviously, you have to run through the Ratway, or you can come down here, and there is a exit into the river. Where is it? Yeah, unlock Skyrim. If you look here on the side, there's a pipe, and you can use it. It's a good role play option for when you want to avoid having to pay your bounties. But again, it's got so many zones involved. All right, now I'm stuck.
We need to find Esbert.
There's a ladder. Why did the ladder
I wouldn't
work?
wish capture by the Thalmor on anyone.
Oh my god, I'm stuck. I'm gonna die here, aren't I? How did you get out? Are those stairs? Okay, apparently she can't swim very well. There is a lot of stuff in here. It does have crafting stations. It's cozy. It's got a lot of books. I am not going to turn my auto looter on, though. I don't know specifically how this mod was built, but I believe in some merchant chest nearby are all the originals of the possible items you might need to fill this room. So you see all of this space and all the places for you to put stuff. So say it says place ivory dragon claw. I think the creator, I'm not sure, I think the creator of this mod has the physical objects already in here. So if I turn on my auto looter, I will be pulling and into my inventory from the empty room a Croesus, an Otar, a Ragot. I will have all of these quest items, and it has always been that way. I'm not going to test it. I'm not going to do it. But I don't come here often, even though
in the midst
it
of the
is
night, turned out it was the Dragonborn snow.
Yeah. Okay. So, lovely home. I do like it. Don't use it. I have done, I know on vanilla I played really good guys and really bad guys. And one of my earlier really bad guys would have loved that place, but all right, Dirge always reminds me of Jason Statham.
Stay out of trouble, or there's
So,
gonna be trouble.
kind of call him Jason.
If you're looking for conversation, the flagon is
Oh,
in place.
no,
All right,
it's
Delvin.
Delvin.
What
Yeah,
gives with
not
that
Dirge.
case of shadow banish you sold me?
What do you mean? That wine tastes finer than anything Cirilli brothers ever made.
Sure, it tastes great.
This place has seen better days.
Yeah,
You
it's
can
really
make the darkness as
cheesy.
clear as day when you drink it.
One thing I love, I adore the Brynjolf's voice actor. Really great. Really great. And I have a bit of a history in trying to find, before I found Kaidan, trying to find a whole bunch of janky romance Brynjolf, I said Brynjolf, didn't I? Romance Brynjolf mods, and they were all really bad, and I'm traumatized. Hey, I'm actually going to notice the trap. Yay! So I've got a lot of angst. And I really like it when he calls me lass, but can't show that in front of Kaidan. I think in the Kaidan mod you can actually use Brynjolf to make
Come on, you arsehole!
Kaidan jealous, but I'm not into that. I would
Fight, coward!
if I had the option and I could turn it off, and I can, I will.
You're fucking dead!
I swear at this point you're only wanting us to sneak about. Because you know I can't think straight seeing you move like that.
Can you think straight anyway? I mean, quit slagging me, man. I'm trying to save the world. You know I'm teasing, right? Okay, I gotta make sure. Yeah, I don't really know where I'm going. I've only done this a couple of times. Once was like last week. I should be better at this, but I'm not.
Well, I can't sneak
But
the
in
shot
general,
from
I
knees.
don't need
Fuck the rest of these.
clairvoyance. What is that? What is glowing purple? Oh, it's a glowing enchantress potion. Okay. Yay, I found the door! I think Esbern and Einhardt are both Max von Sydow.
Go away!
Esbern? Open the door. I'm a friend.
What? No, that's not me. I'm not Esbern. I don't know what you're talking about.
The Thalmor have found you. You need to get out of here.
Oh, how reassuring. Most likely you're with the Thalmor, and this is just a trick to get me to open the door, huh?
I'm gonna try a persuade check before I use the code. Delphine needs your help to stop the dragons.
So, Delphine keeps up the fight after all these years. You'd better come in and tell me how you found me, and what you want. This'll just take a moment.
I get the same satisfaction in passing a persuade check as I
This
do
one
making
always
a headshot.
sticks.
So
There we go.
yeah, it has
Only a
depth
couple
and meaning
more.
to me.
Knife, yes. Book, yes. Bucket, yes. Inkpot, no.
There we are. Come in, come in. Make yourself at home. That's better. Now we can talk.
Okay, I'm not gonna loot all of Esbern's books. I'm gonna take the skill tome though.
So, Delphine keeps up the fight after all these years. I thought
I keep
she'd have
forgetting people are
realized
like
it's
might
hopeless
really
by
be
now.
looking. I always count
I
on my
tried to tell
stuff
her
way too
years
much.
ago.
The Thalmor have found you. We have to get out of here.
Yes, so you said. But so what? The end is upon us. I may as well die here as anywhere else. I'm tired of running.
Yeah, well, you picked a really shitty spot to live. What do you mean, the end is upon us?
Haven't you figured it out yet? What more needs to happen before you all wake up and see what's going on? Alduin has returned just like the prophecy said. The dragon from the dawn of time who devours the souls of the dead. No one can escape his hunger, here or in the afterlife. Alduin will devour all things, and the world will end. Nothing can stop him. I tried to tell them. They wouldn't listen. Fools. It's all come true. All I could do was watch our doom approach.
Alduin, the dragon who's raising the others?
Yes. You see, you know, but you refuse to understand.
You're talking about the literal end of the world?
Oh, yes. It's all been foretold. The end has begun. Alduin has returned. Only a Dragonborn can stop him. But no Dragonborn has been known for centuries. It seems that the gods have grown tired of us. They've left us to our fate as the plaything of Alduin the World Eater.
Now, Slay would have no problem believing that. It's not hopeless, Esbern. I'm Dragonborn.
What? You are? Can it really be true? Dragonborn?
Yeah, let me shout your garlic off the wall.
Then there is hope. The gods have not abandoned us. We must go. Quickly now. Take me to Delphine. We have much to discuss. But give me just a moment. I must gather a few things. I'll need... No, useless trash.
Yeah, she's not... Yeah, she stole one book, but she's not going to steal all of this. She has respect for him as a scholar.
No. Mustn't leave secrets for the Thalmor. There's one more I must bring. Well, I guess that's good enough. Let's be off.
Okay, you might be tempted to use teleport. You know, like this would be a great time to like teleport to the safe house or something like that. But there are so many quests with.
Someone do something! Come here! We rise victorious.
Force greets and items at the end, and oh, sweetie, you can't open it. Okay, you okay? Why are you? All right, I got you. We're good.
Shit! Focus, Kai. Gotta look out for danger.
Right?
For crying out loud.
So tedious as it is, and lost as I get. Don't teleport in moments like this. You have a chance of getting the NPCs lost and stuck.
Alright, focus. Don't make an ass of yourself, or worse. Bumping into places you'd have to be apologising for. Slow and steady now.
Esbern in particular loves being stuck. Don't make it easier. Oh my god, where am I going? Okay, well there's a dead body, so we've clearly been here on our way in. That's good. That's good.
I better listen for anything coming up on us. Because if I have to stand up quick,
Yeah, just follow the trail of dead bodies.
real fucking awkward.
It would be nice to use the cistern to leave, but I can't. Oh, wow, that's nice. I mean, it's kind of eerie, but it's nice. I'm not sure which one this is. I don't know if this is JK's or Opulent. I don't remember. But it's nice, right? Wait. I can let down the bridge, right? Now that I'm over here. No, I'm going the wrong way again. I'm sorry. There we go.
I already fucking hate it.
Me too. Thanks for watching. Wishing you found family, creative hobbies, a hot bath after a long day, and food you love as much as Saleya loves apple pies.